If I were to play favorite scent or never have I ever, and let's see, this is my card. Um, this one would be the favorite scent. I would have to do P for petrichor, which is
Hi everyone, it's me, Nikki, and I'm back with part 2 of Making the Game. And I'm very excited because in our last episode, we covered a lot of ground. In fact, we were able to complete one half of all of our milestones. So, luckily for us, this second and last portion should go a lot more quickly. But before we get into it, let's get a little bit of a recap. In our first episode, we spent a lot of time and thought choosing fonts, colors, and patterns, but now we have to choose products, design the layout, and approve the proofs. So we still have a lot of miles to cover in making the game. Well, now that we have our game designs look and feel all squared away, it's time for us to choose the products that we are going to use to create the physical game. When it comes to game design elements, the three things you should keep in mind are materials, cost, and user experience. So, I think this might mean that we're going to have to get a little bit hands on. If it's all right with you, let's go ahead and take a little quick detour field trip to the Board Game Cafe. See you there. Let's get buckled up and headed out to the Board Game Cafe. So these two are the standard size cards. This one is an oversized rectangle. I do love the round edges, and I kind of like that it's a different size than your standard playing card. This one is called a mat, and as you can see, it is a lot larger than the big rectangle. I think it might end up becoming unwieldy and a little bit hard to handle playing the game. So I don't know about that size, or even that shape really. I kind of want to get away from the standard rectangle shape. So, how about a circle? I do love the idea of a circle card. I feel like it's unique. I just don't know if it'll go with our design as much. This here is a slightly smaller version. Same ratio dimensions, I believe, as your poker card, but slightly smaller. I feel like it might have appeal in making it a little bit more portable. I just don't know if it'd be as easy to read. As for a shape, I love these hex cards, these hexagonal cards. I'm personally a big fan, and for our design, I really think it kind of might be the ticket because as you can see, it's got 6 sides. Honestly, that's perfect for our game design because we're trying to offer 3 color-coded letters to go with each color-coded prompt. And I feel like 3 options is better than 2, so it might make our game a little bit more, easy to play and a little bit more fun. So, I don't know, I think hex cards might be my favorite personal pick. Now, this is a square, and I love a square shape. When you compare it to, your standard rectangle playing card shape, I really think that using a square can kind of make things a little bit different. This again is another square shape. Um, Now obviously they're not the same size, but I'm kind of loving the square and the hex. So let's see what we can come up with on that one. While Jen is downstairs in the bedroom getting ready, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. We are on the way to our secret HQ. Meet you there. All right, everybody, I'm here with our Jen, and we're actually going to go through and select the items that we're going to be using for our game. We've seen a little bit of the physical, examples and samples, but this is literally what this manufacturing company offers for us, and essentially we're going to be using them to create our prototype. So let's get into it. All right. So as you can see, Jen, here, we've got different kinds of sizes. And some of these actually do have templates. Like this has that kind of common sort of Pokemon, Magic the Gathering kind of, you know,
the image up here.
It's too clean for us.
I do love the circle, but I don't think that it would work with our mechanics or game mechanics.
No, but it would be nice to do something in the future.
Yeah,
The circle.
I kind of like the circle cards. I don't know why they're neat.
No,
That's a good these crafting decks are amazing and they're inspiring, but I don't think they really fit. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna totally see something in the future though. That's neat.
we got domino decks. We don't really need that yet, but maybe in a couple versions.
Exactly. After we've had enough expansions.
Right.
Oh yeah, the
Foil.
It's so pretty.
Love. Maybe one day. I don't know.
When we get super fancy, we have like maybe we have like VIP cards or something like really cool.
That would be cool. This is a square card. I love a square card. This just happens to be a smaller one. I don't know. It just seems a little small for me. Yeah.
It's a little bit crowded.
Well, that's a beautiful image. Now this foil is kind of like an embossed foil.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, it's so pretty. One day.
I love
Yeah.
foil though.
This hex deck. I love this, and I feel like it would really go with our mechanics.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love a hex deck. Mint
I
10.
know, right?
Standard poker size, the small square, and then the regular square. And the regular square is of a size that it kind of matches the hex cards. So I kind of feel like it'd be pleasing. And it would kind of match our little, motif there. And of course they have the tarot deck, standard tarot size.
Yeah, baby.
And then these trading deck cards, these ones are interesting because again, they do have different kind of like templates and things, and the same with this US game deck. So
That's a little crowded.
it's a lot. Maybe not for this game. And I feel like for what we're using, I really don't want to do the, standard rectangle size. Right. So it's pretty cool. Game Crafter, they're not sponsoring this, but hi guys, love you. It's 22 cents per item. And you're getting 12 items per sheet. And then the hex deck, obviously, this would be great for our letter cards. And you can see 12 per item. So we're basically paying the same amount.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. All right, cool. So I think that we have our products, at least regarding the cards themselves. Yes. All right. Now we have to talk about packaging. And then these tuck boxes, which I'm going to go ahead and veto. I feel like they're plain.
I don't want to do what everybody else is doing because you know about that.
Yes. Now these deck boxes could be very cool, and you can even see they're using dividers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if our game is big enough. I think that would be like a later kind of offering.
Yeah, once it's like this is like the super pack or something.
Yeah. Now this one is interesting. This large prototype box, it's kind of affordable actually, and it looks like a pizza box somehow, but I like it. You know. It's kind of cute. It looks durable. These ones here are a little bit fancier, as you can see. This one kind of has an insert. This one does not, but fancy. Very fancy schmancy. Again, mint tins, which is very great. But more importantly, VHS box. VHS box. What if this was our game packaging?
I think it should be.
Yeah.
You think of 80s and 90s, and that's exactly the style we're going for in the coloring and everything else. You know what I mean?
What if this was our thing? Because as we expand, so let's look, check it out. We could put the square cards right up here. We could put the hex cards right down here. Easy enough. And then for our next game, remember how you were talking about you wanted to do a game because you wanted to use the mint tins? You can hold 3 mint tins perfectly. So what if we got this and this was our theme for our next game too?
I love it.
All right. It really does.
With it.
Okay, so we've got our products already planned, and I think that is milestone number 4, right? Yeah, okay. Well, it looks like that's a wrap on milestone number 4, and we have our products chosen.
So now that we know what our products are going to look like with the square card and the hex card, I'm going to go ahead and combine milestones 5 and 6 together and work on a layout design. Once I get that design put together with both of those types of cards, we're going to go over to Jen's and get proofs approved so that we can send out for our prototype. And I am so excited because that's going to be the end of making the game. Let's roll on over to Jen's place.